Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go for a ride out to Eklutna campground. It's a beautiful drive. It's going to put FSD to the test, so join me on a ride. So yeah, more specifics on the trip today. It's going to be 15 miles on a small road. Right here we're getting off the Glen Highway, and this is about 45 minutes outside of Anchorage, Alaska. Roads are a little slick, so it's going to put FSD to the test. As you can see on this corner, I was definitely on the edge, wasn't sure what's going to happen, but FSD took it like a champ. Please stick around to the end of the video. FSD was confused a little bit on a couple of the items on today's trip, so enjoy. This is another thing I've noticed about FSD is sometimes it doesn't place itself on the road very well. It's, kind of off to the edge there a little bit. Which in the wintertime here in Alaska, you just gotta go where the best path is. Like right now, it's pretty dang close to the edge there. And it's over the white line. And sometimes it'll do that and I'll be riding in really rough snow. Yeah, so today we're just going for a drive up to Eklutna campground in Alaska. It's 9:30 in the morning, so the sun's just now coming up. 1 degree Fahrenheit, and I believe it's February 1st. So I see Tesla just dropped a new incentive program. You get $2,500 off Model 3, I believe. So that was bumped up from 1,000. So it's pretty good deal. Probably varies with each model, but yeah, $2,500 off is for the best deal I've seen so far. Which is good since the tax incentive credit's gonna probably expire this summer if Trump gets his way. So it's interesting here, it's 35 miles an hour, but we're only going 31, and I have it's set for a max of 39. We're 40 now. Which the road feels pretty good. There's some nice gravel on it. I got Michelin X-Ice snow tires, which are probably one of the best tires out there, and they're pretty incredible. I'll show you guys a picture of them later. But yeah, I just got those from Muffler City here in town. Those guys are awesome. Got a lot of tires from them, and yeah, good customer service. Good price too. They were the best price in town, and they were cheaper than Tire Rack. And I got my wheels from Tire Rack, and awesome customer service. It was supposed to be 2-day error to get the wheels up here. They didn't get them up here. I think it took them 10 days to get it up here, so they refunded my shipping, which was good because it was kind of a cluster trying to get my wheels and tires all put together. But yeah, Muffler City pulled through and made it happen. So yeah, I just thought this would be a wonderful drive. It's always a pretty drive. Pretty fun drive too. As you can see, there's a lot of twists and turns. It's not so fun when you're in FSD. I guess for the scenery it's okay. But for a road to test your abilities and test your car's abilities, this road is awesome. Of course, within the speed limit. Winter warning sign, must have 4-wheel drive. Luckily we got 4-wheel drive, but FSD is pretty close to the edge of the road. I don't know what the heck's going on there. kind of scary. Since some of the edge of the road on some spots on here is, yeah, it's a drop off, so let's hope FSD keeps us on the road. So yeah, I've really enjoyed the Model Y. It's this is a 2025 Model Y long range. It does awesome, handles great, good acceleration, braking. Suspension's a little stiff, I think. Just really sporty, but suspension works fine. It's just the sway bar seems really stiff. Kind of about the vehicle is the microphones for the phone. I don't think they work very well. From what I hear on the other end, it doesn't sound that great. On my end, it sounds good. And the door handles are a little odd. Frunk is nice. I don't use it very often. The hatch is good. I wish I had a little better lighting in the hatch though, so you could just, well, in Alaska, I know it's dark a lot of the time, so just a little more light would be helpful. Like the nice clean interior, or simple interior. Exterior is awesome. Definitely enjoy. My previous vehicle was an electric vehicle, so I didn't go to the gas station very often, but it was this vehicle. It's nice to never go to the gas station. So right there, it went off the road a little bit, but obviously all the other humans went off the road there too, so not a big deal. In the video camera, or the car's cameras don't pick up those little subtleties in the road where the road is breaking away, or there's a gutter or a pothole. It doesn't recognize that. But yeah, overall FSD has been pretty good. I would say I've had to intervene a few times, mainly just because it wasn't making the best decisions. I would have survived if I let it do what it wanted to do, but some of them were violating traffic laws, or they just weren't a good idea. Like one time I was driving too close to the edge of the road and sticks and rocks were flying up, and yeah, that wasn't necessary. A human driver would stay out of that debris. So yeah, no more gravel up here. It's just kind of snowy roads. Well, I guess they got a little gravel. Hopefully it speeds up because this is pretty slow. I guess we could try hurry mode. Go. And sped it up a little bit. So now we're living on the edge. Yeah, FSD doesn't account for the ice and snow very well. I mean, it does a decent job, probably better than half the humans. But yeah, it could probably improve a little bit. Because when it does slip, it just tells you to take control and everything's good, and it actually takes control fairly well. I just don't want to let the red flashing alarms go too long. I don't want to ding on my FSD record, so I take over. But it seems to do fine. It auto-corrects itself on the ice, but it does ask you to take over. I have another video that shows, some of the times where it's asked me to take over. Again, it's riding really close to the edge. And, this is FSD 13.2.2, so it's not the most recent one. I'm waiting for the update here soon. Pretty excited for the new update. Hopefully they have a couple of these little fixes. Other things that I've ran into with full self-driving is like doing U-turns. It's went up on the curb before. Luckily there was a pedestrian ramp, so it didn't do any damage to my wheels. But yeah, probably non-standard to drive up on the curb to do a U-turn. Also, it's done some U-turns where it's on the outside lane, and which is fine when there's no cars, and it's probably illegal according to traffic laws. So yeah, I would definitely not best practice. And I have one video of that. Let's see what else. Sometimes you can't find the lane. Right now it's doing fine. You know, like I said, it's getting a little close to the edge. But sometimes, and humans do the same thing. There'll be, you know, streets will be covered in snow just like this. It may not figure out where to go. It may straddle a lane or a line. And yeah, which is not a big deal because humans do it too, but after a while it's like, okay, you're probably pissing off everyone behind me, so then I'll have to intervene. I also had some videos there of the, you know, behind a grader where it wasn't sure what to do and it was getting impatient and wanted to pass the graders, which is not a good idea. Again, that's just common courtesy, you know, rules of the road kind of thing that AI hopefully will learn eventually. Oh, it's beautiful. The sun is coming up. Pretty nice day. I'm impressed. It's been pretty cautious here. You know, we're going down a steep, icy road. We're doing the speed limit, and it's in hurry mode. So it's kind of interesting how, like, when sometimes you're in hurry mode and it goes over the speed limit, and sometimes it doesn't. It just, you can definitely notice the difference between chill, standard, and hurry, but the speed variation still seems kind of random on all of them. For me, I keep it in the chill mode most of the time, just for the icy roads. The hurry mode, I don't know, I'm on edge with the hurry mode. But chill does pretty, Jesus, we're on the edge of the road again. The chill mode does pretty good. It's a little slow, but I'd rather it be a little slow than going too fast and sliding and having an accident. So, sorry, this is a really curvy, icy road, and so I would look at the camera, but I really need to pay attention to what the heck the car is doing. I also posted some videos where, you know, the water was splashing up on the cameras and it just was overwhelmed, and I just said take over. You know, we had a couple storms this winter. It's, you know, avoided the, you know, the debris in the road. It doesn't avoid potholes. I've had to intervene several times because there are, you know, mammoth-sized potholes that it just did not pick up. Again, you know, humans, sometimes they don't pick up those potholes as well. And the other day we hit a pretty big one. I didn't see it. FSD didn't see it. Slammed down. I could have swore something was going to be broke because it was pretty solid hit. But yeah, no damage. I do have 18-inch wheels on it, so I do have a little extra meat. And I wanted that just because we have rough roads here in Alaska. Yeah, we just drove over some overflow, and there's a pothole right there, and it mowed over it. You know, sometimes the maps aren't correct, and yeah, so FSD is, you know, can't do what it needs to do because the maps are bad, and that's, yeah, eventually, hopefully Google will fix that, or Tesla or someone. But it does good. It, you know, it'll drive through parking lots that it probably shouldn't be driving through, but sometimes they're fenced off, and obviously it'll recognize the fence, but it won't reroute around it because Google's telling it where to go, which is incorrect. So yeah, just reroute it, or drive away a little bit, and eventually Google will reroute. So yeah, it's interesting. Even in hurry mode, it's just going the speed limit barely. So this is what I was saying, that some of the edge of the roads here are, it's a drop off. And this road is a really narrow road, obviously. We're right here at the line, and there's no side on this road. What a beautiful day. So this is one thing I do really enjoy about full self-driving, is that when you're on a scenic drive like this, you can just soak it up, man. This is a beautiful drive. So yeah, you get to see a lot of stuff that you don't really have time to see when you're driving, especially on a road like this that's really narrow and windy and hilly. I'm pretty confident in full self-driving on the big roads that are not icy. Yeah, I could not even look at the road, except for the car won't let me. But yeah, I'm pretty confident in full self-driving. A couple little edge cases, or difficult situations, yeah, it still needs some help, but I'm sure they're gonna get that fixed here soon. I see that they're driving vehicles from the factory to the parking lots, with FSD, which is awesome. I'm glad they're looking to save money and use their technology. And also too, when I got my vehicle, I had to drive it for, I want to say, like a week or so. It's probably a mileage thing, but I had to drive it quite a while before full self-driving even worked. And then obviously I had to check the boxes like, hey, I know I'm responsible if the car crashes, and all those disclaimers. This one's, so let's see if it figures it out. Okay. Yep. Okay. So it did okay, and that's part of the campground. Luckily there's only a few inches of snow, because yeah, if that was a foot of snow, we would have been stuck. Okay, we'll just see where it takes us. So yeah, altogether, I would say FSD didn't do so well on this road, because I wasn't doing so well. A lot of anxiety. Overall, the fit and finish of this vehicle, I think, is pretty good. I don't have any complaint. Okay, better slow down. So it just I don't know where it was going there, but it said do not enter, and the vehicle obviously entered it. So that could have been a critical intervention. Yeah, it's definitely a fun vehicle to drive. Very peppy, sporty, good looking vehicle. We'll just park right here. I also notice sometimes it doesn't recognize handicap parking spots. It'll try to park itself in the handicap parking spot, and it's hit and miss on if it'll find a parking spot and park in it. Sometimes it won't find parking spots, especially if a parking lot's covered in snow and there's no lines. It won't pick it up. Yeah, so here's the outside of the car. So the snow flaps, whatever you want to call them, they did okay. And then here's the new ones that I put on. So, yeah, not much better. I do also have one in the back. Yeah, I need to get in some dirtier, in some mud or something to really see if it made a difference. But yeah, here's where we're at Eklutna. Pretty nice out. Some people skating down on the lake. But yeah, we're in full self-driving. No direction on where to go. It's just driving. So right here at the stop sign, it tried to take a right turn. It's trying to do it again. Apparently it didn't learn from what it just did. And it is trying to go this way. Oh, can't go that way. There's a gate. And so the first time it backed out of it, the second time it's just parked here. Navigating without connectivity, so this is going to be interesting. It says pay attention. Yeah, I'll definitely pay attention because coming in was pretty sketchy right there on the edge. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. It's in hurry mode, so it's going pretty fast. It's staying on the edge of the road again. I don't know why it does that. The actual smart summon doesn't work when you don't have internet connection or service connection. So I tried it out there at the lake and it just kept on searching and searching, could never find me. Oh my God. So again, it's driving around the edge of the road in the powder. I'm not sure what is going on. This literally is an edge case. Oh, jeez. But yeah, luckily if I do go off the road, there's a couple people back there at the lake just going for a walk and ice skating and stuff, so it doesn't look like they're here for the night. So hopefully they can help out if I go, or if FSD takes me to the ditch. So right there, hit a speed bump. It didn't recognize the sign that said speed bump 10 miles an hour. And it just plowed over the speed bump. It's covered in snow, so it was hard to see. And I think coming in too, it didn't detect the speed bump. But it's detected speed bumps that I would have never detected. So I wouldn't say it's speed bump detection system. It's not that bad. Probably equal to a human. If you guys are familiar with how to use these trip cards, please let me know. You know, as far as I see, it's, you know, you have these trip cards on the screen and it's just, you can just see them there on the screen. You can't like save them in time or stop them. So it's kind of neat how they have these trip cards, but if you can't modify them or save them or email them to yourself, I don't know what the point of it is. I'm looking at my average energy consumption and we got 336 watt hours per mile. Since I've had the vehicle, I only have 1,200 miles on the vehicle. In my last run, I had 376 watt hours per mile. The last charge I had was really cold, and so there was a lot of time heating the vehicle up. So here's those wheels that I was telling you about. They're drag brand wheels, DR83s, and they're kind of like Uber turbine. And it has the Michelin X-Ice studdless tires, which are awesome. These tires are the best grip I've ever had. And they're 235, 55 R18s. So they're a little more meat than this factory tire. Hey, thanks for riding along with me today. I think this was a really good test for FSD. It did pretty good, no crashes. one intervention. Overall did awesome. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, throw them in the bottom and I'll try to respond to them. Hope you enjoyed everything. Remember, if you're in the market for a Tesla, use my referral link. You can get up to $2,500 off, which is awesome. And until next time, see ya.